everyone, good afternoon. I'm Shreya Dhondial. It's good to see you. The big story today coming from the state of West Bengal, where Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be reaching violence-hit Birbhum anytime now. A government under increasing pressure for pushing the state to a bloody decline. Now, the violence in West Bengal's Birbhum has led to the flaring up of tensions. A political slugfight is underway as well. The Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be at the incident site to take stock of the escalating tensions there. Now, preliminary findings are revealing that the victims of this violence, 8 of them, were first assaulted, beaten up before they were burnt alive. 8 people, including 3 women and 2 children, have died in the violence sparked by the murder of a TMC leader in Birbhum's Rampurhat. Now, this fresh tension has rocked Bengal once again, leading to a war of words between the TMC and the opposition, which is the BJP and the Congress in this case. Aside from the BJP, the Congress has also joined this protest bandwagon. The SIT, that's the Special Investigation Team, has been directed by the Calcutta High Court, meanwhile, to submit their probe report by 2 p.m. today, after which the hearing will resume once again at the Calcutta High Court. There's some breaking news coming in. There is high drama in West Bengal in connection with the violence in Birbhum, and this is coming right ahead of the Chief Minister visiting the incident site. Adhir Chaudhury and other Congress leaders staging a sit-in protest before their visit to the violence site. So this could flare up as well. Kamalika Sen Gupta is joining us live from Boktoi village, which is really the epicenter of where the violence took place. Shugata Mukhopadhyay is live with us as well from the same location. I'm coming to you, Kamalika. This is the Congress party keeping the pressure up on the Chief Minister, who is supposed to visit Boktoi, where you are reporting from. In fact, they have also asked for Article 355 to be imposed. What is the logic behind that?
Yeah, obviously, this is a big question which you have put forward. And right now, what we are getting in information that in Sriniketan in Birbhum, Adhir Chowdhury, he is on a sit-in demonstration. Now, none of the oppositions were stopped yesterday. And Mamata Banerjee herself stated yesterday that opposition will not be stopped there. And this is not Uttar Pradesh, that's what she said. Today, she has just arrived in Rampurhat. Let me just update it for our viewers also that Mamata Banerjee has reached Rampurhat and she will go to the village. It might be because of that reason, Adhir Chowdhury has been asked to wait a bit. So Adhir Chowdhury is there doing a sit-in demonstration. Right now, whatever demands we have seen 2 days back, BJP has demanded for 356. Adhir Chowdhury has demanded for 355. Not only that, Adhir Chowdhury has also written letter to the President of India for imposition of 355. So really, it's not only the BJP. Congress is also trying to get its significance. Right now, Shreya, I am in that hospital where Mamata Banerjee is expected to come and meet. There are 4 injured people who are hospitalized here, and Mamata Banerjee is going to come from this road because she has reached Rampurhat.
Yeah, and we can see the pictures. Kamalika, can I just interrupt you for a minute here? Because we are seeing pictures of Mamata Banerjee reach the incident site in Birbhum. This is the Boktoi village where a cycle of violence has left 8 people dead. It started with the killing of a TMC leader, a deputy pradhan, and in retaliation there were revenge killings with 8 other people were killed, including, ladies and gentlemen, 2 children. The Chief Minister of the state coming under increasing pressure from the Congress party, from the BJP, from the opposition in the state of pushing the state into a bloody decline, as it was. So you have the Chief Minister here under immense pressure, visit the incident site. As we look at these pictures, Kamalika, just tell us where all the Chief Minister is expected to be. She is expected to be, of course, at the hospital, as you were pointing out. But is she going to be speaking to the extended families of people who have been killed? Because this is a big embarrassment as far as law and order is concerned for Mamata Banerjee.
No, obviously, Mamata Banerjee has always played it with straight bat, and she has stepped out and played. And let me show you that, any moment from now, Mamata Banerjee is expected to arrive in hospital. There are 4 injured persons in this hospital, and the 3 of them are women, 1 children. Mamata Banerjee is expected to come and be here and talk to them. That's there. She's also supposed to go to the Baktui village and talk to the villagers. She's also supposed to have administrative meetings here. She's going to talk to the seat people, the police authorities out here. What is the results of the investigation? So obviously she is going to be with the people, and she is going to show that administration is doing everything to put things in place, because the big question is, where was West Bengal police that night when
Correct.
people were burned down? That's a big question in front of the administration, which the administration has to answer. But Mamata Banerjee is always with the people. So she herself planned to be in ground zero, and she's going to be in the hospital, she's going to be in the village, as well as she's going to meet up the high police officials.
Okay, let me go across to Shugato Mukhopadhyay, who is also joining us live from the Buktoi village in Birbhum. This is where Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, has just reached. Shugato, good to have you on the show. Kamalika and I were just speaking about the questions, the tough questions that Mamata Banerjee needs to answer. Yes, you know, optics is something in politics, but it is not always everything in politics. This is a law and order issue, one where the TMC-led government has seemingly failed and failed miserably. If you could tell us, what are the big questions that the TMC and Mamata Banerjee will need to answer as far as this incident is concerned, as she visits the incident site?
Shreya, before I answer that question of yours, let me tell you the situation over here. Let me show you exactly what's happening here at Buktoi. You can see right in my background, there is this anticipation of Mamata Banerjee's arrival, and you can see the security personnel, the deployment, the barricades that have been set up in the road that leads to Buktoi village. I am actually standing right at the epicenter of the violence that happened here on Monday evening, and you can see right in my background, people are awaiting Mamata Banerjee's arrival. What will happen here? Mamata Banerjee is most likely to visit some of these houses which were torched and people inside were found dead. You can see one of the torched houses right in my background. This is exactly where Mamata Banerjee will pass from. I do not know whether she will be visiting that particular house. You can see right in my background, it's one of the houses that has been destroyed by fire. Probably there were people inside it and who may have managed to flee their houses. Of course, the entire village is now empty, mostly empty, because of anticipation of both police retaliation as well as a backlash by the miscreants who created this atmosphere of violence here in Buktoi. What else will Mamata Banerjee do besides visiting some of these houses which were torched and burnt? Of course, she will be meeting some villagers here, and so far we've seen mostly sympathizers of Bhadu Sheikh, the Trinamool Congress Panchayat deputy chief, who was murdered right in front of this village a few hundred meters away from here when he was sitting at a tea stall. And these people are here to tell Mamata Banerjee, apparently, and they have spoken to us in front of camera, telling us that they will try and urge Mamata Banerjee to ensure that peace and stability prevails in the village, and that people who have been quote-unquote wrongfully apprehended by the police must be released as soon as possible. The total arrest figure at this point in time is 21, because one person has been arrested today. 20 people were arrested earlier, produced in court and remanded in custody. The one person we are getting to know who has been arrested today is yet to be produced in court. Quickly answering your last question, the challenging answers that the Mamata Banerjee administration has before it. Of course, it's the challenge of the gaping loopholes in grassroots policing. Obviously, there was an intelligence failure in terms of a plot of a murder of a panchayat leader in the area. That was one. And two, when the houses were torched, as my colleague Kamalika has been bringing you consistently reports of how close the Dharna and the SDPO's bungalow is here from the village, at a stone's throw distance, a Dharna which is barely 2 kilometers away. The absence of police at the site at the time when the plunder and the arson were taking place is something that the Mamata Banerjee